Channel The Pro Coder. This is Hi guys, welcome to the channel The Pro Coder. This is Amit, and in today's video we are starting with a new programming language, that is the Java. Java has been ranking in the top programming languages in the world now. Previously it was Kotlin, but again Java is ranking again the first one because of its popularity and its work function. But Java was initially developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystems. It is a very high-level, object-oriented programming language. It mainly follows the concept of WORA, WORA, which means write once and run anywhere. This code is similar to C and C++ code. Yeah, those guys who have already learned C plus or C programming languages might be feeling easier to learn this Java language. So currently ICSE board is learning Java in the 9th, 10th and 11th, 12th standard. So that's quite cool. So now 9 million developers in the world, all over the world, use Java particularly for client servers, web applications, app developments and many more. So it's better to learn such good programming languages. So here I'm using a basic compiler, that is the BlueJ. As you can see here, BlueJ. So it is a free to download application and you can get it from its official website, BlueJ. I'm already familiar with this code, BlueJ, and so that's the reason why I'm having so much files here. As you can see, these are all different programs, okay? All different programs I have made. So you can also do the same. So first we need to do is create a project. So just click on the project option, click on new project. Okay, so there's here the drop down box will appear, new project Java, and the name. So Java, sorry, Java. See, the one thing which we need to know is that while creating a project, we should never leave a space in between two words. If you want to make a project with two words, then one thing is you can put an underscore and write Java basics, but never leave an space between two words, which is not allowed in BlueJ. And you can, if you wish, you can put special characters. That's all fine. So only thing is that you don't need to put any space. Now this location is the place where you want the file to get stored. You can choose it. My default is C drive, where all Java programs are saved. So you can, if you wish, you can choose another folder in different drives. Okay, just click on OK, and as you can see, there's a new project created. So this is a fresh project in which we are going to create some basic programs. Okay, so here, as you can see, project, as I told, you can create a new project. Open project, if you wish, you can open project past recent projects, and recent are the projects where you can do some recent one. It's non-BlueJ and all, some different we'll learn afterwards. So first we need to do is create a class. Class is a place where we store a basic program or related to our work. If you want to create an vowels program, like if you enter a letter and we wanted to check whether it is a vowel or consonant, then that we need to store in a class. That is a called class. A file is called as a class. Okay, so just create a new class and again a box will appear. So yeah, always save the class name as related to your work. So firstly, first program which we are going to create is the even odd number. Okay, let's start with even odd number. That's pretty easy one. So I'm going to create the name as even underscore, sorry, even. Okay, just double click on it and it will open. So this is the class here. This class opens screen. Okay. These all stuff is irrelevant. You don't need it. So Control A and then backspace. Erase it all. No need. Now, first thing is we need to import something. Okay. So we are actually creating a program in which the user enters a number and the computer tells whether it is an even or an odd number. Okay, so for that, firstly we will import. Why we are using import function is that in Java or in BlueJ, such big programming languages, they are having all the functions predefined, all the work predefined, stored in certain libraries. So we need to take that out. So that is a simple statement: import space java dot util dot star and then semicolon. In Java, each statement ends with semicolon, means main statements end with semicolon. So that you need to remember. And the star is, by putting a star, I have imported all the functions, all the libraries from the Java libraries. Okay. If you want a certain library or certain functions to only come out, then instead of star, you can put that function there. Okay. Second thing is class, right? So we want the class to get stored. So class and then class name, which is the here, that is the even number, right? Even is the class name. So just put it as even and then enter and then write the public statement, that is the public static void main, and two open brackets, curly brackets, interval brackets, and then inside that, if you wish, you can leave it empty, or you can fill it with the statement as string args arguments. So these are called as arguments. So it works fine even if it is empty or even if you write it. Okay, and the Java is very case sensitive, so you need to take care of each and every word. So here string will be capital here, so string args, else it will show us error. Okay, so after that, click on the enter button and then again a curly bracket. So after class we need a curly bracket, after public statement we need again a curly bracket, and then the next thing is the scanner one. Okay, so as I told, we are letting the user to input a statement. So scanner sc equal to new scanner and then system dot in. Okay, and then the semicolon. So as I told, we want the user to enter something. So this statement tells the compiler or tells the computer that the user will enter and we need to store that. Okay, so now that was easy. Now again click on enter, then we are going to create a variable. What is a variable? A variable is a space or is a reserved space in the computer where the value information what we enter gets stored. Okay, so if when the user enters the number, it should get stored somewhere, right? So that space we are getting reserved. So we want that number to be integer, so int. In Java, integer stands for int here. So whenever you want a variable of integer type, so write int and then the variable name. I'm writing here as input. Okay, input and then semicolon. So now this variable is created. This red sign shows there is some error, but once we have completed the program, once we have and closed all these open brackets, then it's all fine. Okay, so then the our display statement. Now we want something to get displayed on the screen, then only the user will understand, right, what he has to do. So that display statement is like this: system dot out dot println. So this is the display statement. Whenever you want something to get displayed on the output screen, so just enter the system.out.println and then open brackets, and then just inside that, inside double quotes, whichever statement you want in double quotes, just display it, just write it in the double quotes. So here I want the sentence to be enter any random number. Okay, so random number and then click on the semicolon, and then after that we want that random number to get stored in input. This is the variable which we have created, right? So just write here input equal to sc dot next int int. Okay, and then click on the semicolon. So input is the variable name which we want to get stored. Sc is the scanner which I told tells the compiler to take the input. Okay, next int because we want again to check that this should be an integer. Okay, and after that there's a simple statement, if statement. If that number, so if we enter any even or odd number, if that number gets divided by 2 and the remainder is 0, then that number would be an even number. Whereas if that number doesn't get divided, when divided by 2 doesn't get a remainder 0, then that number is an odd number, right? So we want the same logic to be applied here. So we will use here if statement. If you are not familiar with if statement, then you can check out my if else statements in Python. Both the logics used there and here are same. Okay, so if and then everything in open brackets. So if the variable name input percent and 2. Okay, percent 2 equal to 0. So what is this percent here? So this percent means the remainder, and instead of percent, if we put a slash, it means division, which gives us the quotient one. Okay, so here we want the remainder to be 0, so we'll use percent sign. And whenever you want to equalize anything to some like any variable you want to equalize, like int equal to 5 and any all that stuff, then you just need to put double equal to. That is the syntax in Java, so that you need to learn. Okay, then after that you want to again put an open curly brackets, and then system dot, same the statement, system dot out dot println, and want the number could get displayed. So your number is even, right? If the remainder is 0, then it's an even number. Now just put a semicolon and then end it. Then put close this. Okay, only we want this to get displayed, so we open it, close it. Okay, then the else statement. Else, simply you want, you can put a open bracket, close bracket, and then that you write system dot out dot println, then your number is odd. Okay, now this was about printing this statement. Now we'll close it all, so just click on the enter. Now there's one bracket open and second bracket open, so put here two brackets closed, enter, two brackets closed. So you can see here first bracket, last bracket, first bracket, last bracket, this and this. And if you wish, let's also get closed. Okay, now it's look clean. Okay, so this was, and see here I have missed to put a semicolon, so it shows me an error here, red symbol. Just it also indicates which is what is the error there in most cases. So now it's all fine. Okay, now if you want the display the number entered by the user, for example if that user enters a number 7, so as you know 7 is an odd number, so you want it to get displayed, right? So just you can click on plus and then the input number, input. Okay, by this way can the number will get displayed, variable name. Okay, and then click on the compile button. Shows class compiled, no syntax error. Okay, class compiled, no syntax error. And then now we want it to run, right? So just minimize it. Then here, right click on it, and then click on void main. Okay. So there's a box. There's an open parenthesis. Leave it as it is. Then click on the OK button. Okay. So it's asking me to enter any random number. So here, telling me to type input and press enter to send a program. Okay, fine. So just enter any number, random number, 85. See, 85. Your number is odd. So same way, the number entered is 85. It got displayed here. So if you want to leave a space here, just do one thing. Here, as you know how to open it, you can just right click and click on the open editor, and then here after even just click a space. By this way, you can get a space here. And one more thing in Java is that if you want anything for the user, if someone else is reading and you want him to read something, so just put on double slash, it is called comment. So this never gets read by the computer will never read this, so there will be no error. So you can click here, this program is this program is specially for even odd numbers detection. Okay, so this was about Java, basics in Java, and I hope you understood how to get familiar with these codes. So main thing is you need to import everything. Then you need to create a class of that same name which you created here, class even. Then there's a public statement, public static void main, and then scanner to input a number, then system for displaying, and then if statement, else statement, and put your logic. So I hope you found the video good. If you like the video, click on the like button, and if you are new to the channel, then don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks and have a great day.